And so OTT, for example, has created this kind of two-way channel between the viewer and the television. It's allowed startups to leverage data, to leverage usage behavior, and create an interaction between the content and the user. And also a number of other things like personalized experience that we're all sort of familiar with. And so this startup activity has really been reflected both in the investment and the corporate side. Angel and venture capital investment, for the media and entertainment sector is actually the second highest out of all of the major spaces out there. And so in 2009, investment in the space peaked at about 200 million. Just last year in 2014, it was at 2 billion. So it's quite a big increase. And the proportion of number of deals in terms of all the different sectors has risen for media from 7 to 16% in the same period. And other verticals, such as retail, such as healthcare, have actually stagnated or declined. And so we've definitely seen an increase on the investment side, as well as on the corporate side. And so we've seen a number of media giants waking up. Quite a cute picture there on the right. But we've seen a number of big acquisitions, investments, quite eye-opening and eye-catching. But also a number of sort of programs that have been started to allow corporations to work much more closely with the startup ecosystem. Last week we were at the Disney Demo Day, for example. We've been talking with NBC about their media labs and how they can connect with Silicon Valley, started out in New York. And also like Said mentioned, we launched an accelerator in Germany with the largest publisher, Axel Springer. But really, I think a lot of startup companies, they want to be, especially media startups, they want to be here in Silicon Valley. A lot of the biggest new media companies started here. Netflix, Twitter, Google even. And so we've seen a large number of applications for this program that we launched in the summer with Samsung and Ericsson. We saw about 850 companies from all across the world. We're in about 24 countries sourcing startups. We get on stage, we promote Plug and Play. We also partner with about 48 universities. And so from the 850 companies, these are all around the focus areas that Ericsson and Samsung provided for us. Through a number of steps, we brought that down to 23 startups that we accepted into the program, this 3-month program that we run. And so these 23 companies collectively, through the program, have raised about $140 million and executed about 58 corporate deals. And so we've definitely helped startups to raise money, but also, maybe more importantly, get that first pilot, that first prototype with a corporation. Also, throughout the program, we did a number of things to really help these startups, a number of activities, engagements, mentor sessions with Steve Chen, actually titled How to Build a Billion-Dollar Media Company. We do a number of events and showcases. So we did an event in our LA office about 6 weeks ago. The startups, they wanted to be closer to the studios. So we had it was an invitation-only event. We had about 40 heads of innovation, CTOs from all the studios, looking at about 15 companies. And then we do a number of workshops as well throughout the program. And so it isn't just about today's session. We're seeing this continuous stream of startups applying not just for the program, but also for the private sessions that we're doing with all of our partners. And so we'd love to get to know you all better today, maybe during the break or at the lunch, or even if some of you can make it we have dinner plans tonight as well with Saeed. And so our next application call will be starting in December. And so again, we'll be taking all of our partners' interests, going around the world for about 8 weeks, looking for the best companies in the media space. In January, we'll host a telecom CTO forum with our partners Ericsson. Really, it's a 3-day deep dive. We're going to look at some of these innovation challenges that Ericsson and some of their customers and clients have, and really see which companies can help with this. In February, that'll be the end of the 8-week application call. We'll take in all the applications, look at them, have a selection day with our partners to select the next companies for the batch, which will again start in February. And 3 months later, we'll be back here for the next showcase. Bringing it back to today, we have 20 or so fantastic companies presenting. They only have about 3 minutes each, and we're pretty strict with the timing. So make sure you go and check them out during the networking break, during the lunch. And just to reiterate some of the things that we've mentioned, a lot of great companies started in this building or in our Palo Alto office. Google, Dropbox, Danger, who made the Sidekick phone. More recently, Matcha, that was acquired by Apple, and Barzo, acquired by Google. And so out of these 22 companies, we're expecting something big, and so who knows. So with that, I'd love to welcome up very honored to welcome one of our launch partners, Ericsson. They've played a big part in this media mobile platform that we have. And so without further ado, I'd like to welcome up Diomedes Kastanis, the CTO of the software solutions team at Ericsson.